Welcome everybody to the Spine and Sports Therapy Kingwood YouTube channel. We have tons of great videos on stretching, foam rolling, muscle rolling, core exercises. Today we're going to be going over the hip flexor rolling exercise. The hip flexor muscle is really important to keep loose and mobile. Traditional rolling tools like the foam roller and even the handheld stick are great tools, but they don't work well for the hip flexor muscle. What does work well is a lacrosse ball. This is one of my favorite tools for muscle rolling, especially for the hip flexor. Tennis balls can work okay, baseballs can work okay. Personally, I like the lacrosse ball. So we're going to jump right into it. First, we need to get a stretch on the muscle. So this is the position we get into to stretch the muscle. A lunge position. This is how you stretch the hip flexor muscle. I have another video on this hip flexor stretch if you want to check that out as well. To add the rolling to it, we simply take the lacrosse ball. After we feel the stretch right here in the front of the hip flexor, we place the lacrosse ball right along this muscle on the front of the hip. So my hip bone is right here. Right on the inside of that is the hip flexor muscle. So you can roll side to side, you can roll up and down. But rolling through that muscle can help release some of the tight connective tissue that makes it tight. You can even roll as high up right above the belt line. That's about as far up as you can roll. But all of that area there, this is a really good technique for loosening up this hip flexor muscle. I'm going to get my other side. I get my stretch here on the hip flexor, then I take the lacrosse ball and roll through that muscle. Keeping this loose is key for knee, for hips, for low backs. There we go, that's the technique. It's very simple. Try it out. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or if you need some help troubleshooting this. But again, you want to make sure you get a good stretch on the muscle first. Then you take a lacrosse ball preferably, or possibly tennis or baseball. Take the ball and roll through that muscle. Really key muscle to keep on top of. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you on the next one.